operating under Directive 51 and are fully authorized to put a bullet in your head if we feel the need. Go back to your homes. You don't want to be people we're forced to fire on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I thought I was dead.
Never seen this side of this story.
I'm gonna go do a little
Oh, it's
recon
Doug.
down that way.
So yeah, I guess this was the first part of what happened when they met up with the LMBs. Oh yeah, this guy. So apparently, one good matchup for Gambit for a death battle or for like a fight in general, it's with this Capcom franchise. Okay, oddly enough, they're putting a member of an X-Men up against a mech user. So guy who uses giant robot to fight enemies. It's not a mech like Gundam mech. It's just a typical fighting mech, like from those one mech games, Mech Wars. So pretty much, this guy's called Jin Satome. He's like a Japanese patriotic superhero guy, and in his game, it's a fighting game, but everybody uses mechs. And apparently, it's like Power Rangers. The mechs act like a second form, and this guy just swoops in, uses his martial arts, and then his ultimate move, he summons his mech to fight like for a short amount of time. Then it leaves on autopilot flight, so he can find his own again.
Okay.
So, man with the power to make any bomb he wants versus man with the power to summon a robot suit whenever he wants.
If this dude able to touch Gundam, he's pretty much screwed.
But here's the thing, though. Gambit can just touch this thing and it blows up. So I don't get how he's a good matchup for Gambit.
Yeah, that's what I say. If he managed to get close and touch him, he's literally done for.
Hell, pretty much touching his clothes is also a death sentence.
I mean, summon his... If he doesn't know who he is, he's pretty much screwed if he doesn't know he had the ability to touch him and explode them. If he does, then he could just stay away, summon his mech, and let the mech handle it. That's really it.
Or hell, if his mech has any long-distance weapons, just shoot at Gambit. See if that'll work.
Does it? Does it though?
Technically, it should. It has flight capabilities, and it also has some kind of gun on it.
So yeah, it's pretty much a
like I've never seen the fighting game, but apparently, like this guy's just like he's like if Kamen Rider and if like he's like if Kamen Rider and Gundam were like together.
You know, that kind of reminds me of like one of the episodes from Marvel What If. They actually had a universe where the Marvel characters actually use Gundams to fight the enemies.
No, they had like Megazords.
Yeah, in that one, Hulk made the Bruce Banner made the stupid decision to put even more radioactive in his body, causing him to split into two beings. One of them is a giant monstrous being that they had to use Gundams for. And
they became a kaiju.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, Bruce Banner is still Bruce Banner. They just split two beings. Logic, right? So they have to basically use mechs in order to fight them, but they still needed Bruce Banner to deal with them.
But yeah, so far from what I've seen from Jin Satsume, okay, basically this is from a 1 minute melee episode. It was the very first one I did. Basically, he fights like a Power Ranger, and he summons a mech. Like, it's not a big mech. It's like a convertible one. It goes from fighting mech to like spaceship once he summons it.
Necesitamos a más como tú.
That's pretty much what he is. He's like Captain Falcon. Except if Captain Falcon's vehicle can turn into a fighting robot.
Nice.
He's like Captain Falcon who can summon a transformer that he can drive.
Unfortunately, I don't know too much, so I really can't say much about it.
Okay, he's pretty much just a Kamen Rider then.
Alright.
Except he doesn't wear a mask. He's just full out on like face out in the open. He wears all white and has a bandana.
Kind of weird choice of clothing for a mech rider.
Yeah, no, the only reason why these two are, like, considered a matchup is basically they're very flashy with how they do things. Like, they like to show off. But that's it. Like, other than that, like, other than being similar personality-wise, these guys are different, but I find it interesting. Like, more matchups need to be with characters who are very different, you know?
Yeah. But I feel, like, yeah, they do. At the same time, them being paired up just because they're show-offy doesn't make a good reason to pass them up, though.
Let's see how fast you can get out of here.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm fighting.
We got more trouble. Damn it! Shit!
Hey, Cal, pretty much this guy okay, if I remember right, yeah, no, this guy beat Gambit. And that's because he didn't really drive his mech. He just set the damn thing to autopilot, trying to ram at Gambit every chance it got. So basically, he pulled a James Bond on John Wick. He just let the car go on autopilot while he does the in-close fighting.
weird. You know what? James Bond versus John Wick. That would seem like a good matchup, honestly.
It was.
Who won?
James Bond. He just had way more than John Wick did.
Makes sense.
Basically, both were a good shot, but only James Bond was known to dodge bullets. And plus, John Wick wouldn't see a grenade pen, missile launcher, cigarettes, or a laser watch, or even the goddamn car. Oh yeah, this. Well, dear audience, if you weren't already spoiled from our past videos, get ready.
You go first.
Because guess what? Remember this, dear audience? He was right next to us since the beginning. The very site where we showed up to save New York in our 2-man, 3-man often crusade. Turns out he was right in front of us the whole time. Psychic Oracle, fucking Grim Reaper, horse riding fucking thing. It's like, dude, like, come on, like, fuck, like, take away the context, we would never have known. But then when we look at the inside, we're like, he was here the whole time. He was in front of our faces, mocking us, laughing at us. He was already ahead of the game before we even played the game.
Shit, pretty much. The cause, the effect, the reason.
Dude, then that's a Tom Clancy villain right there. That's a real villain, not this fucking prototype of Poppy Playtime. This is a villain right here.
Immediately, a bunch of people just logged off of your video.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Again, if you keep, like, you know, putting in and putting out different members of the writing team, then the prototype is not that well constructed. He's just intimidating. He just doesn't make sense.
I mean, the whole story was planned out from the very beginning. It wasn't much change to his character.
But yeah, like, I'm telling you, if you put this guy up against a fight with Harley Sawyer, I'm putting my money on Aaron.
I mean, Eric can just pretty much shoot up the place. I don't think Harley Sawyer's robots have the equipment to even deal with firearms.
Man, look at this place, dude. Like, fuck. It felt like he left in a hurry.
I mean, honestly, this is a perfect place. You don't expect a condemned building to have somebody in doing some shady stuff. And there's a box in here that will be completely useless to us anyway. And no, there was one the other time, but not this time.
He took it. He knew we were coming back.
Of course he knew. He knew the entire time. he was in front of us the entire time.
Readings indicate an echo nearby.
Only one body was found.
Well, here I am, Aaron Keener, the First Wave's prodigal son. Normally I'd do this face to face, but I'm not 100% sure which way you'll jump. You act one way when Ms. Lau is watching, and another way entirely when you're off the leash. That's an interesting contradiction. You see, I think that deep down, you get it. You know, the old rules, laws, governments, those things died on Black Friday. But the feral PMCs, the convicts, the ones smart enough and good enough to take what they need, they'll survive. Me? I'm gonna prosper. Oh, you could too, but you took an oath, right? You got a duty. Those are both ways of saying that your conscience is fucking you. You ask yourself, who has earned a right to tell you what to do? Do you know how many agents died to hold the Dark Zone just for the brass to give up and put a wall around it? You don't believe me? You should check the place out for yourself. But the people you're working for, they're irrelevant now. Amherst changed how the game is played, and I have got the vision to win. I got Chernenko, I got a DNA printer, and a very interesting recipe book. I'm gonna write my own rules.
Over here.
You should think about getting in on this thing. I'll be seeing you.
I think that's the last thing he said.
Hold on, go back, come back here. Okay, so... yeah, like...
Agent,
Oh.
the information you found in that lab was the crown jewel. I think we can break this thing now.
Cool.
But we've got some more information. A voice from the grave. Listen to what Amherst has to say.
Amherst. Wait, as in Gordon Amherst? The body right here?
What you're looking at is the smallpox virus, one of the deadliest pathogens on the planet. For centuries, it did a wonderful job of helping keep the human population in check. But times change, and sometimes Mother Nature needs a hand in improving her creations. Like, say, speeding them up a little bit, making them contagious when they should be quietly incubating in a host, or making them more lethal. I didn't come up with the approach on my own. My friend Vitali's one of the pioneers in the field, and the idea has been around for years. Genome as data. You see, once we digitized DNA, we made it infinitely mutable. We could do 1,000 virtual variations in the time it used to take to grow a one-lab-grade generation of pathogens. And we could pick the best, most lethal combinations and make them real. That's how you make a killer virus, you see. Mix in genetic code from other diseases, and you move the sliders all the way up on lethality and virulence. The goal was a 90% mortality rate. I'm not sure my green poison is going to quite hit that, but honestly, that's just details. As long as most of humanity goes, the Earth stands a fighting chance. Technically, technology is what's killing the planet. But that's not really the case. It's the greed that drives the technology. But a funny thing happened on the way to $100 genome maps and 3D printed plastic toys. Someone figured out those technologies could be repurposed, modified for the greater good. Me. Now, my virus is going to do what nature's always done. Decide who lives and who dies. And if nature decides I die, then I die. If nothing else, I'll have a lot of company. Natural selection at its finest. Helped along by a little unnatural genetic manipulation. It's all data, really. Life's just a method of processing it. The same way I processed the smallpox genome on my laptop. And who's to say that wasn't the plan all along? If, by some miracle, you survive green poison, then nature's decided you deserve to live. The rest of us shouldn't and won't. Godspeed. I'll see you in hell.
Spoken like a mad scientist. But, honestly, here's the thing. Dude, fuck. Like, all that talent and shit. And he got killed by his own monster. Dude, you had the Frankenstein death right there. Dr. Gordon Amherst. Dead, killed by his own disease. He was a virologist, main suspect behind the green poison outbreak, and now we can't even get his goddamn testimony because his own thing killed him.
Pretty much, yeah.
And this guy inherited it. One of our own.
Oh, no. Here's the thing. Keener used his clearance to get the smallpox virus because only high security personnel could be able to get it to begin with. So Keener basically took it, gave it to him to synthesize it, and basically ran out with it.
Yeah, he inherited it.
Yeah.
He holds it now, and what's worse, he was one of us.
Yeah, one of us that went absolutely apeshit.
Okay, he mentioned that this all started because he saw the bullshit that was the Dark Zone. So, what caused the Dark Zone led to him going mad and causing this whole nightmare to begin with. It just so happens that this psycho right here made the virus. Because if it wasn't for the Dark Zone, Aaron here could actually have saved us. The second way, we shouldn't have been needed.
Yeah, pretty much.
But no, what happened in the Dark Zone fucked him up.
What? Didn't the Dark Zone happen, like, after the virus took place?
Well, from what he's saying, apparently it happened while he was there. And he failed.
Yeah.
Thus why they put a wall around it.
Yeah.
Like, was it the ungrateful civilians? Was that he lost his whole team? Or was it because he wasn't good enough, so if he can't be the hero, he'll be the villain? And it's like, fuck, dude, there's just too many players at play, and they all die before we can actually get a word out of any of them.
Yeah, the thing is that since we can now synthesize a cure for it, we rather just kill all the players and be done with it.
Like, yeah, dude, that's pretty much what we've been doing. We've been killing off all the other chess pieces without getting actually anything out of it.
A lot of the recordings actually answer quite a bit of stuff, actually.
I mean, yeah, but fuck, dude. Like, it's like everything happened before we even got here. It's like a session of Dark Souls.
I don't know about that.
But yeah, New York is partially saved. So technically, we just beat the main campaign, or is there still more of it?
We still got 2 recordings that we have to get before we completed, like, the main thing. 2 different recordings on the evidence thing, the dossiers, evidence. Yeah, 2 more on the surveillance data. We unlock one for collecting all recordings, and we collect the other one for doing resistance in a certain way.
Alright, I hear ya. Well, lead the way, Agent Tangerine. But since we just defeated all the factions and their leaders, with only the scraps of them hunting around like roaches and rats, I believe I, Sam Fisher, have earned the right to do one thing. I, Sam Fisher, am now worthy of wearing a scarf.
Shit.
Okay, let's see. What can I wear, though? None of these start with the letter X. So, I'm gonna have to go from the very top of the fucking list and see what I can... okay. No, that's for a separate faction. Can't wear that. So... brown. I'm wearing a brown knit scarf. Let's go. I'm now somewhat warmer.